And his whole content was literally walking around the city yelling the hard R at black people and trying to get a reaction. To which he—
What the hell kind of weirdo is this? What's good, y'all? It's your boy Soldaya, and y'all ever seen a creator so corny that you think to yourself, what the hell is wrong with them? Each time you scroll on social media, well, we bound to be seeing a lot of them, cause in this video, we gonna be reacting to corniest creators on earth. This gonna be a good one, so without any time waste, let's get right into it.
The internet is full of some of the best and worst people you've ever met in your life. And as
mostly some of the worst people you've met in your life.
time goes on, that distinction starts to become more and more obvious. But I should not be seeing a 7-year-old's comments on YouTube video. Why are we even sharing the same space?
Turkey Slurpee.
What the hell did I just see? What? I wonder how old these people are. Like, no, a genuine question. How old do you think these people are making these comments?
YouTube Shorts comment sections might as well classify as a daycare. On these platforms, there are also categories of creators that are some of the corniest videos you'll ever see. And of course you saw it in the thumbnail. The first we're starting off with is Looksmaxers. Looksmaxers—
Yo, if y'all seen any of my videos before, I've talked a lot about Looksmaxers, but they turned something that's supposed to be good into one of the corniest things that you'll ever see on the internet.
Creators weren't really that prevalent until maybe 2 years ago. I would say the prelude to it was those Sigma creators, which evidently were worse. But as soon
Clavicular came and just made the whole thing 10 times cringier. Like, it was already corny before, but Clavicular, however the hell you say his name, or just made it 10 times worse.
As Clavicular started streaming and blew up, the whole community started to become mainstream almost overnight. Hey, we can say what we want about Clavicular, but this did single-handedly have a genre blow up in the mainstream because of himself. Now you got—
That's true.
Moms and dads asking their kids how to Looksmax and if they're sub 5 or not.
If I was like a parent, right, and I'd ask my kid how to Looksmax, I feel like I would have failed as a parent. Like, so at that point, take my kids away. I'm not a parent no more. Because what are you doing as a grown-ass man or woman asking your kid, hey, am I sub 5? Can I Looksmax? Hell no.
Category has grown. They've got their own little subsections of people that do it, with one of them being those dudes who get a funk sound on TikTok and stare at the camera with it. And they'll do this at absolutely any occasion they can. Graduating from high school and need to record yourself right before walking the stage? They've got that. Doing your job as a policeman but gotta stop for an edit? They've got that. In the bathroom after dropping the fattest ever and being in front of a mirror? They've got that. By the way, this
Looksmaxing pretty much got everything at this point.
Guy on screen was a popular Looksmaxer on TikTok until May of this year, where his ex-girlfriend exposed he was buying cheese pizza content, and then Jadion confronted him on it. Where he—
Oh, hell no.
Admitted he did buy that content, then got arrested on 15 counts of possession. Imagine being a—
What? You have a girlfriend, and like, why are you with CP? What do you do? Some people are just sick. It makes you wonder how much other people around the world you think are normal people, but are walking around with CP.
A conventionally attractive dude who has a good following on social media and could probably pull a lot of women in a snap, only to be buying CP content and ruin your entire life at 18. Usually
at 18, this guy did this to himself, because there's no reason. Like, he had the followers, he had all that. There was no reason for him to be going ahead and buying shit like that. That's just weird.
This happens with older guys. I guess he wanted to speedrun ruining his life just because. And the worst part about it is, he started getting more followers after the arrest.
Wait, what? Yeah, people need to go check his followers' history, because ain't no way after something like that, instead of gaining less followers, you gain more. That's just crazy.
Looksmaxing was supposed to be about looks, and I would assume if you did something like that, you would get curb stomped by the community. He even had one of his
the Looksmaxing community don't care about that.
Her friends defending him and saying he should be forgiven.
I was just asking, do you think it would be a disservice if he was convicted and sentenced to a lengthy prison sentence? Do you think that would be an injustice?
The whole point that I'm trying to get across with both of you guys is, I wish that you could make an argument without reference to prison.
An argument without prison? He got charged with 15 counts! I don't even—
15 counts is crazy. Like, even 1 count will be wild, but 15 with CP? Nah, you need to be like locked up for that.
I think EDP had 15 counts. He's lucky he's not getting the death penalty. If it was the Middle East, they probably would have stoned his ass by noon. His friend's main argument is he says instead of prison, he should get rehabilitation and everyone can be forgiven for sin. As someone who's a Christian,
Everyone can be forgiven, but it just depends on what you did. CP is a terrible thing to do.
that is a mostly true belief, although it still varies by your denomination. Not every Christian believes that. But just because you could be religiously forgiven if you repent doesn't mean you could be forgiven by the law. Imagine we did that for any crime out there. Someone could commit a mass genocide and kill 1,000 people, and they would just hit the court with,
I accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Yes!
It's also true he could get both prison time and rehabilitation, so he doesn't.
Yeah, can't you just do that instead of being like just rehabilitation? Because this guy deserves some time behind bars, because ain't no way you're going to be walking around with 15 counts of CP without barely any punishment. That just don't make no sense.
Do it again. So I'm not sure why his friend is trying to lay the option of no prison at all. You do the crime, you do the time. This incident showed the true degeneracy the looks-maxing community has turned into. The amount of people defending bro is still crazy. Something that also hit the looks-maxing community like a bullet is Clavicular's recent transformation. Clavicular recently got a nose job on stream to
Which I never understood why. I saw this, but people who be doing all these like surgeries and stuff, it comes from insecurity. I saw Clavicular before. He had no reason to do the nose job. He did it. In my honest opinion, he just ruined his face. But hey, you do you. If he's okay with doing that, go ahead. But I just think it just stems from insecurity and changing things about yourself that nobody notices but you.
Again improve himself. And it's turned out that a lot of people are actually saying he looks worse off with.
Like, you see what I'm saying? If anything, he looks better. Now he just looks like, I don't even know. He looks like a bird. That's just it looks like a beak. Not even a proper nose, but before it looks normal. Y'all get what I'm saying?
And the nose job did not help, which is a problem for them because you know their mindset. You have to get everything truly maxed out to reach ascension. With Clavicular getting clowned on for his nose job, now they're all confused on why people don't like it. These dudes clearly don't understand.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something, bruh. Anyone who's like into like looks max and all that, it's a good thing if you're not going too far. Like, there's better things to be doing instead of like trying to maximize everything, doing surgeries, doing all that. Just simply go to the gym, eat better, start taking care of your body, and just have more confidence. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck, these looks maxers don't get girls. They really don't. And if you think they get girls, you're deceived. They deceived you because they really don't be pulling girls like that.
Not every person needs to change every aspect of their body. Sometimes things are perfectly fine. It's the equivalent of a celebrity randomly getting Botox and some surgeries thinking they'll look way sexier.
And most of the time, they end up looking worse than they did before. Before, they were looking just fine, but it's just insecurity that makes them try to go change themselves.
For people online to say the opposite and the celeb being confused on why turning their face into a stone figure didn't help. Brother? Also, recently Clavicular went to Paris to do his own stream series and try to do the same thing he does in America, walking around the streets and flirting with women to smash them. But he got the exact opposite experience he thought he was gonna get. The girls were laughing at him, people were putting up middle fingers to him, which shocked his fans. It's not shocking.
They really don't like him in Paris, eh?
That a country who doesn't really care about him and sees his stream antics is gonna make fun of him. Like, these dudes truly think Clavicular pulling women and them throwing themselves at him has nothing to do with his fame or money. His headquarters for streaming is in Miami. That's the hub of the most succubus woman to exist on the planet. If you post on Instagram,
It's literally called the Magic City for a reason. Like, it's crazy.
you have a yacht in Miami, you're gonna get 20 DMs from some plastic surgeryed up women there. I'm not saying Clavicular couldn't pull at all without the fame, but saying it has no influence is crazy.
No one has ever said that, no, because the only I won't say only reason, but the main reason Clavicular pulls is obviously because of like the fame and stuff like that. Not even because of the looks, because like I said, most looks maxers don't even be getting girls like that. Clavicular, he has status with it, shit like that. So yeah, and money, so that it makes it 10 times easier for him to pull girls than like a random looks maxer just bone smashing his bones, thinking that'll make it more handsome.
The category of looks maxers that are corny is the racist looks maxers. They'll make edits putting people who are less attractive of different races and then putting Clavicular or someone else over it. It's always
hell no, bro. Good thing I don't see that on my feed, because that would make me crash out.
Alluding some or saying they have bad genes or whatever. Meanwhile, behind the camera, they look like Notre Dame and have no chance with these women. Like,
yo, I always wondered what the people who make looks max and edits look like behind their cameras. Because what do you have to look like to make edits of grown-ass men looking good? Like, what? That's just crazy the more I think about it.
Bro, do you know how pathetic it is that you're flexing another man's looks and aren't even showing your face? It would be like me in an argument with some dude and pointing to another dude saying, Yo, all right then, bro. Well, at least his over there is definitely bigger than yours. It also wouldn't be hard for me to make an edit like they do, but I'm not a cornball and loser. And these dudes be making these racist edits, but on the low, they're actually attracted to these people. But because they never have a chance with them, they make these edits to make themselves have more self-esteem and say they're still superior because their skin color. Speaking of racist, the next creators we got are the racist rage baiters.
These guys are all over Twitter, and it's like the most annoying thing ever.
This is a genre that started to build more since 2020, and honestly,
since Elon Musk acquired Twitter/X.
These are people whose entire content is basically made to provoke certain racists, and that gives them the attention. But
imagine your entire content being about provoking a certain race. Like, at that point, what are you doing with your life? That's just sad.
Time they don't do that, they get no attention, so they become reliant on that content. The biggest case this year of someone who did that was Chud the Builder. You've probably seen this story by now, but Chud the Builder was a streamer on Kick who walked around in the streets, and his whole content was literally walking around the city yelling the hard R at black people and trying to get a reaction. To which he—
What the hell kind of weirdo is this? Like, that gotta be one of the corniest things I've ever heard. Go fill out a job application or something at that point.
He would then point at his waistband, showing his gun and telling them don't attack or he'll shoot. Funny thing is, a lot of the time, people would mostly give him no reaction or just question why he was doing it.
Somebody get him a banana. He's chimping out. Come on over here and chimp out. He chimping out. He said, what's the—
And no one took him serious. People—
What the hell is wrong with this guy? Like, this guy he's just a goofball. This what you want to raise your kids so they don't become in the future. So they don't become like this. Because that guy is just a loser.
People would troll him in real life, snatching his hat. Anytime someone did get close to him, he would start shaking and telling them to back up. Chud is the perfect example of a Twitter/X user escaping to the real world and realizing no one is like their loser asses. They think just because Elon bought Twitter and pushes all of their accounts up in the algorithm and forces it in people's faces, that their echo chambers define real life. People got things to lose and people to take care of. Most of the time in any racist encounter in real life, people just pull out their phone and record them because that does more damage than any type of fighting. You'll get them fired.
Literally, like, you have too much to lose by fighting people. Unless they hit first, of course. But hey, if someone being racist or doing nothing like that, a simple pull out your phone, record it, post it on social media will get them fired from everything and cooked by the internet. The job's done. You don't need to do nothing. Like, it's as simple as that.
From any type of job forever for the rest of their life. It turns out this was all a deflection of his own insecurities after he got exposed by 2 trans women who said they were with him. But one of them
that got to be one of the funniest things to get exposed by.
Being a dominatrix and saying she knew him before he started streaming. And he would take things up the you-know-what, paying for the
what?
sessions. Another one also said they even dated for a while with full-on receipts of it, by the way. If your career is gonna be to appeal to the most racist losers on the internet, doing it and having a track record like this is diabolical. Did you think this was gonna—
Like, I'm not even surprised someone who looks like him and acts like him was taking it up the you-know-what. Like, he seems like the type of guy who would do that, to be completely honest here.
to be the most accepting community ever? And he got gassed up by these losers telling him to keep being racist and making $5 per hour on stream, that he ended up coming across the wrong person and shooting at them, which has resulted ever since May of this year of him being locked up with a $1.25 million bond. And
They should increase the bond to like $10 million, and hopefully no one bonds his ass out.
so that got canceled because it turned out they got footage of him shooting at the guy before he attacked, meaning it wasn't self-defense. He was doing all these antics to have some viral case of him shooting someone in self-defense who crashed out on him after saying the hard R, only to himself over, not even have that scenario happen, and spend the rest of his life in prison, most likely. You know, I must say,
I pray that this guy spends the rest of his life in prison, because I don't usually pray for stuff like this, but him, I hope he spends most of his life in prison.
this has been one of the greatest hate watches I've had all year. Funniest thing about this is the guy he shot at was a disabled veteran. I thought these dudes were supposed to be all patriotic and support people who defend the country. Yet they take the femboy loser who shot at the man defending this country's side. I stand with the man who fought for this country and not the dude that was
I
provoked.
can't believe people are actually taking that chud guy's side. Like, what is wrong with people sometimes?
His fans also made the case worse for him because they started threatening the judge for revoking his bond, to which she had to make a statement saying, "I will not be intimidated." Nice one, guys.
Yo, W judge, bro. Clap it up for her.
You just guaranteed Chud a good old life sentence. I actually hope this is a lesson for any of these losers that their shenanigans on Twitter/X don't hold in real life. Another one of these similar race rage baiters is a guy called Kingman. His degeneracy is mainly on Twitter/X, and his whole content consists of anti-blackness. Like he'll pull up
Yo, these guys need to pick something else to do with their lives, because ain't no way you're that sad and lonely you have to devote your whole career to black guys. Like, just do something, fill out a job application, work at McDonald's, anything but like get black guys' names out your mouths, because what the hell?
false racial stats, only posts things about black people who do violent crime. He also gets mad at black immigrants or any other immigrants moving to places like America or the UK or whatever, saying, why are you doing this and you're ruining the country? Like,
Bro acting like he's the king of America. Shut that shit up.
buddy, let me get this straight. You're complaining about other immigrants and whoever moving to America or the UK or Canada while having parents that are Asian immigrants.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
You can't make this up. The bootlicking has no end. He really thinks kissing up to these white racist type of people is gonna somehow make him exempt from anything himself. Like, bro, they don't like you either, gang. You're just a good chess piece for them. Meanwhile, in the streets, if they saw
Deadass, bro. That's the funniest thing. Like, he be sucking up to these people, but they don't give a shit about him as well. Like, it's just so sad to think about.
oh, bro, this is how they would treat him.
Hey, that's racist. I love Germany. Don't become racist, please.
This guy is a cornball. What the hell?
What are you talking about?
Where you from?
Am I saying everyone is racist in these countries? Obviously not. But my point is, the specific type of people he kisses up to will never accept him. Does he realize he could just hang out with non-racist white people and not have to put up with what he does? And when he gets called out by other Asian people saying he's just trying to kiss up to racist white people and he doesn't want to be Asian, he crashes out saying he's never wanted to be white and he's a proud Korean.
Like, I guess, bro.
Proud Korean, my ass.
Or whatever you say.
Whenever he does get some type of racism, though, he calls it out saying people shouldn't generalize Asians. Actually, let me correct that. He is racist to other Asians. It's just if you go after Koreans, then, you know, you're generalizing because they're the only good Asians according to him. I don't support that racism either, obviously, but you can't be picky with who you call out. And the last thing we got is AI slop creators.
Yo, the fact that grown men actually take their time to create AI slop, it will forever be funny to me.
As AI started to advance more and more, we were probably primitive 6 months ago in AI compared to what we got now. More random types of slop creators are popping up in different categories. One of the worst ones have gotta be those fake movie trailer channels. These existed in the past, but it was obvious the whole thing wasn't real before AI. Now with AI, people can fully make the trailers more realistic and basically generate free money for themselves while stealing someone else's copyrighted work. I don't even get the obsession of being so desperate for a movie or show trailer you have to watch a fake one. Doesn't that
Literally, like, once people realize that it's fake, they're gonna get mad at you. There's no point in doing that.
the hype for it in the first place? It also dilutes the original work and makes it look dumb when you watch these trailers. Like, look at this Back to the Future trailer and tell me you find it satisfying.
This fall, time is running out of time.
Doc, there are hundreds of me in there. That's exactly the problem. The continuum's holding in on itself like a cosmic pretzel.
One kid in a red vest. A future beyond the future.
We have to go further than we've ever gone. 2 jumps ahead.
YouTube went
Honestly, I'd watch it. I'm playing, bro. I'm not watching this AI slop.
on to ban 2 accounts who were constantly doing this, so low-key they get a W on that. One of the channels called Screen Culture had over 2 million subs and was literally pumping out trailers for anything. And it wasn't like the channel was getting barely any views, it was getting a good amount of views. You
got 3.1 million on AI slop, that's crazy.
Also gotta think of it, if your algorithm is tuned into, let's say, like Five Nights at Freddy's content, then YouTube is gonna see a new trailer dropped and push it to your algorithm so you can watch it. People were complaining all the time, telling YouTube to have these channels stop recommending fake trailers to them. But because it was in their algorithm and YouTube couldn't tell what was real and what was fake, you would get them plastered on your recommended feed every time. You also got those AI music accounts who post fake music of artists. They do this all the time for artists, and especially
I haven't seen the fake music ones, but I've seen the AI slop ones.
Especially when it's dead artists. Juice WRLD is probably the most popular genre of it for some reason, and they'll blatantly post the songs with his voice AI'd over it. They also get to keep the profits of this fully to themselves, which is extra and unfair to Juice WRLD's family. He clearly wouldn't approve his voice being used for fake songs. Juice WRLD.
Yo, I wonder how much AI would evolve in the next 10 years. Not even 10 years, the next 5 years. Because the way AI is like rapidly evolving, it's like crazy.
Someone who had hundreds of songs vaulted for a reason. He was a perfectionist when it came to his work. So seeing people take an AI voice of his and slap it onto some random slop beat is sad. I don't care if Juice WRLD is your favorite artist in the world, please don't listen to AI songs of artists. It's disrespectful to the actual work they put out there and wanted out. One of my favorite artists is MJ, and am I listening to AI songs of him that aren't real? Hell nah. I don't know.
Yeah, as real fans of an artist, I feel like AI slop will just be disrespectful not only to the artist, but to the ears as well.
Someone can run out of music for an artist that has hundreds of songs anyways. I've never felt like listening to MJ that the songs have run out. There's always something I could play. This is one thing YouTube hasn't cracked down on yet, and I hope it does. For people who still don't get it, think of it like this. Imagine you're a content creator and make a video talking about something that gets good views. Then some random channel takes your voice, runs it through AI, makes something similar, and you get nothing from it. Yeah, that wouldn't be the best feeling. Anyways, that's gonna be all. Let me know what other
Like, I can't lie, I'm still in shock thinking about those racist creators. Like, what the hell was wrong with them? But hey, at least majority of them are getting what they deserve behind bars, because people can't just be blatantly racist and basing their content off of another race. Like, that's just incredibly sad. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'ma catch you on my next video. Peace.